Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Star Force. My name is Tails Fyraga, and in the last episode, we started up the post-game by taking down multiple SP bosses. And in today's episode, I think I'm going to be seeking some more of them out. But first, Card Trader SP is in here. And since we've beaten the game, there's a card trader in every main hub area now. Or at least there should be, and I believe all the card trader SPs actually give you different things. That one gave us something we already have, which, sure, fine, I guess. Actually I could use this as a way to check to see if Ken Souther in Echo Ridge actually has his help quest up. And I do remember another help quest that we can now do as well. In fact, I actually think there's two other help quests that are unlocked through the post-game from NPCs we actually know pretty darn well. But let us talk to Ken first.
EM wave change, Geostellar, on the air.
So this episode might be a little bit less focused than usual, although, considering me, who knows how much focus there actually is. Alright, Ken, is your quest finally up? Big Wave is like a state of mind that splashes your feelings to create like the total non-bummer. Feel free to parlay with me anytime about the Big Wave, cowabunga dude. I don't have a clue what in the heck this guy is talking about. I think he wants to make a big splash or something like that? Should I pay him a visit? Oh man, I know it's gonna be a drag. I'd better write myself a memo mail. Alright, he wants to make a big splash. And, I mean, we are the master of waves at this point. Alright, I've got to get behind you, that's the annoying thing. Alright, Ken, what you got for us? Aloha! Hey, listen up. You may not be able to tell, but I'm a surfer. Huh? I look like a surfer to you? Well, maybe just a little. I love riding waves more than anything. Even the cards I collect are the ones that make waves. But there is one card I haven't been able to get my hands on, and that's the Wide Wave 3 card. I wonder if there's any way to get one. I mean, even stores have a hard time getting them. That card, is it? It is! Wide Wave 3! Please say you're gonna give it to me. Oh dude, thanks! Here, let me give you this. And an HP memory 10 for our troubles. Now every day is gonna be summer for me, thanks. And how do you keep getting behind the darn desk? Alright, I believe there's only 2 more help quests we can do in Echo Ridge now, and for one of them, we need to go home. I believe our mom is here now, and while she hasn't ordered us Pizza Hut, or Domino's, or any pizza at all really, I believe she does have a quest for us. If and she is here, which she is. Alright. Oh dear. The fridge is acting funny. If I don't get it fixed, all the food inside will go bad. At times like these, I wish you were here, Geo. Should I go and help Mom? Alright. So, unfortunately, we are going to need to pulse out and then probably immediately pulse back in. And that's the wrong pulse out spot. Oh, what's wrong? The fridge? Oh, that's right. It's been acting really funny. I wonder what could be the matter. Alright, well, we're probably gonna need to go in that fridge. I do kind of dislike the pulse out to pulse back in thing. I do kind of like Battle Network's system for that more, but like, I get it. They want it to be different, and this certainly is that. So let's go to that fridge. thankfully, with the power of being really fast, we should be able to get there no problem. Gonna be a no-prob Bob. There are a few things that we can also probably examine around as well. See if they've got computers. Okay, I was going for the green mystery data, but since we need to be here... Aww, it's a cute little fella! I don't want to fight him. Look at him. Look at he. Except, I think this is actually like an enemy gauntlet? Viruses. So that's why the fridge was acting funny. Okay, let's do it. If it's an enemy gauntlet, it's starting with very easy enemies. I might be misremembering it for something else. Don't really need the Star Force. All we really need is just that. That should do the trick, I hope. No, she-hope. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna grab you really fast. And hopefully that fridge will be back on track. Oh, the fridge is fixed? That's wonderful! Thank you, Geo! And we got the protection charm! Hope you're hungry for dinner tonight. I am hungry for dinner. Protection charm is another key item that has something for us. There's something written on the back. Osla Great. And as you would expect, that is another cipher code. Alright, we back out. And we've broken the code to get a heavy cannon chip. Or card. I guess there's nothing really stopping you from, like, at the beginning doing all the various different cards and whatnot. We've also got all these transfer memos to clear out. There we go. You can just do all the different cipher codes now and just get a ton of cards right from the beginning, but where's the sport in that? Alright. So there is one more character that we can talk to for a quest, I think. We should be able to do their quest now since it's the post-game. And we do get something of a reward. I might be getting a little bit sidetracked from the previous wanting to do SP bosses, but I figure since we were almost done with the help in this area anyway, that we should finish that off with a bang. With a plum. Here's the Point EM Road, and we should be able to go into Zack's Transer. Welcome to the transfer of one Zack Temple. Geo, don't let us down. Is your help quest not from that, or do I have another prerequisite that I need? Hang on. Huh? Why do I look sad? Yeah, I've been doing some thinking. I kinda have an idea of the enemies you had to go up against when Prez and Bud were in trouble, but all I managed to do was run away. They stood by to give you moral support while you were fighting, but me, I did nothing. I wish I could have at least done some intelligence gathering, but the information I give, like there was a strange sound coming from the piano, is useless. Am I really that worthless? A strange sound coming from a piano? Well, there's a piano in Luna's room, I'm pretty sure. Is there a problem there? Do you got a computer? No? Do you got a wave hole? You do. We did miss out some things. '69th annual piano competition in the kids division? Nice. Do you have anything? Control panel? No, nothing. We actually didn't go into the wave road in her house at all. Yeah, there's no wave hole in the sofa. We really didn't do any exploring here at all? Hang on, before we seek out that piano, I've got to rectify that. There are things more important than making our friends happy, which is of course the pursuit of loot. Alright. Here's Luna's house. There's a GMD from Moai Fall. And there's a BMD containing Ice Meteor 2. Okay, that's not bad. Makes a little bit of sense, I guess, since she's an Ice Queen. Quake Song. And let's see what's in the vanity. Nothing over there. There we go, it's in that back corner. But I guess we can fight whatever enemies are in here. I feel bad that I'm not, like, engrossing myself in the world, but... eh. NPC flavor text does kind of slow things down a little bit. And I'm sure you guys just kind of want to get to the fights. You know, everyone wants murder to happen. Well, okay, not everyone wants murder to happen. In fact, usually that's a bad thing, but... I guess sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's okay. You can... Honey, you can have a little murder as a treat. It's alright. Alright, well, where else did we see a piano? It's actually not at the bus station at all. Buses don't play piano. But I'm pretty sure there was a piano inside the elementary school. Strange sounds coming from the piano. Hey, that looks like a piano. It's a really nice piano. If you look real hard, there's a wave hole here. I think this might be what I was remembering. Also, there's a wave hole we can get in here, so I don't know why I was trying to leave. If this is what I'm thinking of, we are in for a gauntlet, and not an easy one. I'm gonna check for BMWs first. Oh, yeah, there's the squad. And I'll give them all a terrible Texan accent. And there's a blue mystery data there. So I'm gonna save, because I think that the moment we step near these guys... Okay, never mind. They're not gonna attack at all. They're kind of in a little bit of a meeting. Can I talk to them individually, I wonder? Cackle? 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 I'm gonna get crazy on you. Oh, I didn't know they were fans of Heart. Alright. What do you want? So these guys are the ones who are making the strange noises Zach was talking about. We're gonna take over all of the wave roads in Echo Ridge, and you're not gonna stop us. Get them! Yeah! Alright. Big ol' enemy gauntlet time. There are 10 encounters here. And unfortunately, there's a lot of holy panels here as well. All of the enemies here are the G versions of viruses as well, so they're going to be doing double damage when they hit you. If I can start getting some of these grass panels out of the way too, that would be quite nice. There we go. You step out of your comfort zone and you get burned. Except you are recovering a lot of health. We do have Alexander, though.
Have some of this.
This isn't going to do too much to you. Maybe I should have added the V3 to the chip folder. But I figured the V1 was the one that the game gave us, or V2 was the one that the game gave us. The V8 was the one that the game gave us. The gave us. Could have had a V8. You're gonna be really hard to hit with Pegasus, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's just eat this Pegasus then. Get up and eat that horse. At the very least, hitting them with Mega Chips does do 2 hits of damage rather than 1. Alright. There we go. First encounter down. Ooh, oof. Oof. Electric attacks on ice panels, huh? It's a little mean. And then again, this is the post-game. Alright, let's set up Time Bomb.
I hope I can
There we go. That was actually quite nice. Alright, third, more ice or aqua enemies on ice panels. Or, not more, just in general. Because there weren't aqua enemies in the previous one.
Let's finish him off quick.
At least this does kind of try to be based on the different elements, so... We've already done our time with some non-elemental viruses. We're doing our time with aqua element ones right now. I really need you guys to piss right off. That Wibbledee's gonna be out of the way of this. But if I can at least clear things up a little bit. It is oftentimes best to just have one enemy on the field rather than fruitlessly try to fight 3 enemies. Block. And if I can start getting a little bit more recovery... Oh, you read my mind. A little bit more recovery. Just kind of make up for my past mistakes. You know, I've never actually made a mistake in this Let's Play, but I have made a few stenanks. Let's see if we can avoid making some stenanks.
We showed him who's number 1.
Alright, fire enemies. And we got some ice panels and some grass panels. Ice panels are good for us. Grass panels, not so much. Although, since we've got the ability to float, we can float through the air and climb up trees. If you choose Pegasus, you'll not be wrong. Although we will be wrong once it starts shooting more electric viruses back at us. There we go.
underestimating me.
Just gotta mash it out. Wood element, huh? Well, this could be a bit of an issue. But on the other hand, we should be fine to hide behind this rock. Never mind.
You're done for.
If I can trick you into being on the poison panel for a little bit, there we go. Not quite what I wanted, but that's still good. Because that gets rid of at least one of the mons. Mons? No, mobs. Mons, like it's Pokemon. Or Mountain Olympus Mons. Ooh. Trying to deal a little bit of damage. Problem is, every time I move, that invites you, and you do a wide sword on this one. So I need to get you out of the way. Because the beetle I can dodge. Okay, recovery. There we go. We're taking a little bit of damage. Ooh. Okay, well, we've got holy panels on our side, at least. Well, the problem is, they've got holy panels on their side, too, but I think 2 of them are on freezy panels. But you don't get the freeze, because I did the Paralyze plus. Oh, we've actually got a full thing of holy panels here. They are not confident in my dodging... Oh, that's why they're not confident in my dodging ability. That was part of the equation I was not familiar with. And of course, you're in that back row hiding out on those holy panels yourself. They were doing us a favor. If I can get you... Well, that's only going to do half damage. There we go. Oh, and that flash for when the axe guy attacks is a lot more subtle than I was hoping it would be. Yeah, I'll do that. Ooh, big counter hit. Let's do a Magician's Freeze, and we're back to full health.
Come back when you can put up a
How many
fight.
fights was that? Was that the 6th? Oh, we haven't even seen much of what you do. The mage back there. The wizard. Sing the swing. Trying to skirt around the outside here. Oh, you can heal. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like you much. Oh, you can apply barriers to allies too? No wonder you weren't in the later games of the series. Woof. So you can heal allies, you can cause no shortage of problems for me. I think this should hit all of them though. I might have to block this incoming fireball. Yeah, I think since Alexander is wind, he can also get past barriers. But we only had the one of him. Wave. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get back to you. Could at least undo your holy panel there.
Star Force, Pegasus.
I'm almost curious if those yellow fireballs are considered a Lek element. I'm hoping they're not. Okay, there we go. You don't have anywhere to hide now. Although I should have killed your barrier first. Oh, you are a Lek element. Okay. I might be dead here. I'm feeling very dead. Although, do a bit of damage to you. Since you're a virus and not a boss, you don't have any sort of iframes for attacks. Still don't like this setup though. You know, a recovery chip would have been real nice right about then.
Okay.
No. Enough of you.
Could beat us?
Oh.
Let's finish him off quick.
Freeze them. Damn it. We got, what, 7 fights in? I can do that, though. So you know what? I'll meet you guys back where we died. Do I gotta get that thing again? Alright, so here's what I'm thinking for our folder. I have replaced our cannons with Power Bomb just for the, like, being able to deal widespread damage and take care of the mage enemies. I've upgraded this to a Barrier 200. And it also gave us Alexander V3. Transfer auto-select finished. Sure. That'll work. Alright. So I'm thinking we should have an easier time here. We'll find out.
You won't be getting out of this.
Take this. Go.
Good start. Well, not as good of a start. Well, that killed you at least. And killing you is always in vogue. Everyone He's gonna face the wrath of killing you, guy. The most powerful.
Have some of this.
You do a lot of damage. I mean, you're also big. So of course you have double health and double damage output. The double health I'm really feeling from some of these guys. I'll do this. And that isn't going to kill. Oh, but it does more damage since there's only one row to hit. Nice.
You really think you could beat us? Here they come.
See what dreams of chronic and sustained cruelty we can give. I would like this to hit right now. Get at least one of these enemies out of the way. Preferably the one that blinds us.
Have some of this.
There we go. Break through you. And you should be a piece of cake. I don't know why I was worried about, like, electric enemies on... It was probably more just the fact that, you know, you can't really dodge on the ice panel since you don't take the double damage from elect attacks in this game. It still wouldn't be great for me to use the Star Force in that fight. This, on the other hand, is a very good setup for us.
Here they come.
Except I used the cards in the wrong order. Whoopsies. BGU dropped a battle card too, that would be great. Sticky Rain 3 would be excellent. But this one is, this one's free. Okay. This one is free. They all die. Especially you, Potato Man.
Come back when you can put up a fight.
Alright, numero 4.
Bring it
This
on.
might work.
Okay.
Paralyze all of them and then try to deal a little bit of focus fire damage.
You're done for.
Alright. We got the meanest one out of the way, or like the one that causes you to dodge out of the way. Because it's not really the meanest one.
Got you.
That fox is actually going to be the meanest one.
Got you.
That'll do a nice 280. Oh, right, because you're multiplied by the grass panel, too.
That's what you
For
get
some
the
reason,
rest of
I
this week.
completely forgot about that. Alright. I'll use the Star Force here.
Pegasus. Mega, let's go all out. Okay.
Gun him down.
You're done for.
Alright. I need that guy to not be there. How many are we gonna hit with this? I think I saw something move. There was something on that leftmost panel. Okay, cool. Alright, I can at least kill the whatever, the Grand Base, I guess it is? No, that's a part in F-Zero GX. The Grand Base. Alright. You should just be pretty easy to KO. Because all you do is slice 6 times. So I can probably just dodge you the entire time and wait for my recovery chips to come in.
Go.
Although it would do a little bit of damage to you as a treat.
How's this?
Ooh. Chop, chop, chop. Except I'm totally in the wrong spot. Can I block? No. Well, this'll still hit you. And I think it makes the cooler sound. Although there is that kind of, the straight one kind of does have that kind of ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. that jugga jigga wugga kind of thing.
You better prepare yourself.
Alright. Cygnus, fly around. Deal a little bit of damage back there. Alexander, deal a little bit more damage back there. Fire Ring at least kills the ghost. That kills you. Alright. Now you're gonna be the big issue yet again. But maybe I can exploit you in some way? Put up our barrier. There we go. Kill that last man cube. What? Oop, I should not have moved. And you're probably going to use that to heal, too. It's hard to exploit you in any meaningful way. So you know what? Maybe there is no meaning to it. Maybe let's just choose destruction. If I could set the Giga chip as my favorite, that would be really cool.
Put up a fight.
Well, I could probably set it as a favorite. I may just wouldn't be able to set it as like the starting, like a regular chip.
All right, let's clear them out.
Alright, with this should be a lot easier. Skid bam, skidoosh. And you got a lot of health, but it doesn't matter because now you've got no health. Oh, they throw a gravity at you? Really? It makes sense. I'm not a fan of it, but it makes sense. Which means we need 2 title edges. And I wish I had taken you into account with the folder, although we got Break Saber too. And I like that all the gravities throw like continuously more harsh planets at you. And what could be the harshest of all planets? Why, let's do Earth. Are you Sword? No, you're Breaking Wind. You're Fart. Yeah. Ain't nothing weak to fart damage. Well, that's not true. Those Sword statue guys are weak to fart damage, because you got the break power. Well, this gives us an opportunity, but you're drawing in my health. That did a lot of damage. I don't like how much damage that did, Mr. Gravity. If you want me to be real, kinda hated that. You're not gonna help, though. I really should have put more swords in my folder, but I'm a fool who forgot about gravity, who forgot that Capcom would be cruel enough to put gravity in this. Alexander's not a sword. Can't even go A to the L to the EXander. Can't even freeze you. Please be a sword. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and a big counter hit too. Now that we can carry that over. Alright. The last part of the fight. 3 Jammer 3Gs.
Prepare yourself.
You're going to be not as much of a problem as I thought, but I wish Taurus worked the way that I wanted him to. We can just kind of cause a lot of widespread damage there. Maybe this barrier can help us. Paralysis is definitely gonna help. Get you out of the way. God, this is a fucking cruel joke of a setup. Damn it.
I was weak.
We do one more. We do one more. Alright. Let's see this attempt. Promising start.
Let's make this quick.
Immediately, just go for it. Pegasus magic, go for it. Freeze all of them. If I can get as many out of the way as soon as I possibly can. Alright. Don't know how much good the barrier is gonna do for me. But I may as well put it on anyway. Well, they don't deal 200 damage at least. That's one down. That's two down. Oh my god, he dodged. Oh, you may think you're quick, Jammer, but you're not as quick as this. Boom! There we go.
Did you really think you could beat us?
Phew, I somehow managed to beat them. I couldn't have done it without Zack's data. I'll have to thank him later. Alright. And with the piano computer done and dusted, and that gauntlet took 3 tries, which, I mean, more than I would have liked for it to, but honestly, less than I was expecting. I think it's time to talk to Zack again. This wasn't really the plan for the episode, but whatever. Huh? I helped save Echo Ridge. If it weren't for you, we'd all be in serious trouble. I did? Yes, you did. Really? I did something useful? Have a little more faith in yourself. Faith. You're right. Thanks, I feel better now. Oh yeah. Up until now, I've never had the courage to ask because I didn't have the confidence. But will you be brothers with me? Alright, let's register the 4th and last NPC brother, aside from the 2 bonus ones. Zack Temple is now your bro. It's a pleasure to be brothers. My link ability is Mega Class +1. It allows you to put 1 more Mega Class card in your folder. It's the perfect ability for brainy people. Now you too can fight smart like I do. See you later. And that is also a good brother to have because again, they will give us HP +45. So now we've got a pretty decent chunk of HP here. We're almost at 1,000. And of course, we do need to level up those brother bands now, which I think we can do through getting progress in deep space. You know, I'm curious actually.
EM wave change. Geostellar.
How far into deep space can we go now? I am going to say it too, one of the things that did help in that 3rd gauntlet fight was I replaced the attack +10s with paralyzed pluses. Which, dealing immediate damage is important, but the utility of the paralyze was also very nice. And I think its utility honestly was more important than what we ended up with. Alright. Well, compared to the enemies that we fought previously, these guys should be child's play. It'll be like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me. A lot of people interpret that with Shadow being, you know, very much willing to take candy from babies. Which I think he would, because candy is a choking hazard, and Shadow's a good boy. Shadow is a good boy who doesn't want babies to choke on food. Okay, I probably need more sword chips. Harp Note, are you a sword? You're sharp. Can you get them with slay them with a well-placed F-sharp bar? No? Gosh, Gravity, you are annoying.
You're no match for us.
Alright. One RNG-filled fight against the Gravity later. I really should start adding more sword chips into the folder. I think there's only a couple gates we need to do here, though. Looks like there's only 3.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Of course, it doesn't matter how many gates there are, because there's these stupid black holes in the way. They're a cool enemy concept, but, like, fighting them is... fighting them. Oh, Guard Null stage. So, that's something interesting that we haven't talked about before. There are certain other stage panels as well that are only available through battle cards. In addition to the holy panels, which we've already seen, there's Guard Null, which causes all attacks to break guard, and gravity panels, which prevents targets from moving immediately when they land on them. So gravity panels are good for keeping, like, mobile enemies in place, and Guard Null is good for when enemies have a little bit of defensive power to them. Oop. Alright, let's get that freeze in. And we can kind of just gun you down. There we go.
Come back when you can put up a fight.
Alright, 1100. And this should be the harp note door? Beats the sonorous harp. Yeah. But I think this is a mega car, or a... This door only opens for he who obtains 100 standard class cards. And we have 94. But I know where a few enemies are that we could have fought before and gotten their cards from. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that off screen, going back to like the end game areas to get some battle cards from them. So I'll probably meet you guys... Well, actually, we still need to do some SP boss fighting for later gates. So how about, in the next episode, we meet you back at Echo Ridge Elementary, and I'll have some more standard cards, and we're gonna fight Libra, Ophiuchus, and Gemini. That sounds like a good plan. That totally wasn't just the plan for today's episode until I got distracted by a powerful enemy gauntlet. Definitely not. I'll see you guys later. This is Tails5Raga signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.